Hello! Thank you for joining me for today's Speak Out online home practice session. My name is Hillary Byatt. I'm a speech language pathologist and the Chief Operating Officer here at Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain that daily habit of completing these Speak Out exercises. Today's theme: habits. Say habits with intent. Habits. Say it again with even more intent. Now spell habit, saying every letter like you mean it. H-A-B-I-T-S. Do it again. Excellent. I want to show you a book. This is called Atomic Habits. It's by James Clear. I love this book. In the book, he talks about behavior change is hard. That is not surprising, I know. But that habits are a way to making behavior change. And it's important that we stick with the habits to make those behavior changes part of us. So if you're here practicing your speak out exercises with me, and this is how you practice every day, I'm so proud of you, and that's fabulous. If you need some tips on establishing habits, especially this one of your speak out habit, stay tuned. We're going to talk about some more options, suggestions at the end of the session. If you are here for this practice, I think there are 4 good reasons to keep coming back. Number 1, you get your speak out exercises over and done with. You can get on with your day. Secondly, you are reminded to speak with intent, so you can use your best voice all day long. Thirdly, you might learn something from best practices in dealing with Parkinson's to who is big techs to even what is a Swiftie. And finally, the 4th reason is, dare I say, you may have a little fun. Let's get started with our speak out exercises. There are 6 of them. The first one is our warm-up. Lift your voice and project it forward, saying every syllable with intent. May, me, my, mo, moo. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Can you use even more intent? May, me, my, mo, moo. 2 more. May, me, my, mo, moo. The last one, let's make it your best one. May, me, my, mo, moo. Exercise 1 is done. Take that sip and swallow with intent. Let's move on to speak out exercise number 2, the ah. Lift your voice, project it forward, hold it for about 10 seconds. Ah. Again. Ah. Number 3. Ah. Great. Let's do the next 2 5 length. 5 seconds long. Remember, it's always strength over length. Here we go. Ah. One more at 5 seconds. Ah. Excellent work. We are done with exercise number 2. Let's move on to the glides. Take that sip. When I said glides, did I hear a groan from you? Are the glides not your favorite exercise? I have heard that before. I love to quote a Speak Out graduate who tells me the glides keep the color in her voice. I love that. It's a way to keep that expression in your voice when Parkinson's wants to flatten out your voice. But practicing the glides keeps you in control of your voice so you can use that expression as you need to. Let's do our glides by lifting our voice and going up. That steady ah first. Ah. Ah. Again. Ah. Ah. Again. Ah. Ah. 2 more. Ah. Ah. The 5th one is all you. Are you ready? Back down. How did you do? Be happy your glides are done. Take that sip, swallowing with intent. Let's move on to Speak Out exercise number 4, the counting. We do this one 3 times. I want you to connect the numbers together with intent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How did you do? Were you connecting your numbers? Let's do it again with intent. This time, let's go backwards because then you have to use even more intent. We will start with 12. You ready? Let's go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's do it once more, going forward, starting with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job. The counting is done. Take that sip and then we'll move on to our reading exercise. For the reading, please read each sentence twice. That second read through, use even more intent because you'll be more familiar with the material. You will notice I have highlighted some words. use extra intent on those, being very careful not to trail off. The first one, a habit is a routine performed regularly. Again, a habit is a routine performed regularly. Sentence number 2. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. That was by Aristotle. Again, quality is not an act, it is a habit. Our next one. We are what we repeatedly do. That's by Will Durant. Again, we are what we repeatedly do. This concept is from that book I showed you, Atomic Habits. And in it, he talks about every time you complete a habit for good, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. So by being here and doing these speak out exercises, you are casting a vote for being a person who speaks with intent every day. I'm proud of you. Take that sip, and then we will move on to the conversation exercise. I have 2 phrases here. I'm going to say them with you, and then I want you to tell me what you think these phrases mean in relation to habit formation. The first one is implementation intention. I love that alliteration. Say that again. Every syllable with intent. Implementation intention. Now tell me, what do you think that means? Well, if you talked about intending to implement a habit, you're exactly right. Research shows that we are much more likely to create and sustain a new habit when we give it a time and space in our world. Meaning, for Speak Out, if you can practice at the same time each morning and in the same place, that will greatly increase your ability to sustain that habit. So perhaps 10 o'clock works great for you. So then practice at 10 every single day, even on Saturday and Sundays, and even on holidays. And if you're practicing, say, in your office in front of the computer, great. If you enjoy practicing on your big screen in the living room, wonderful. Make it consistent, and that will help your habit get sticky. The next phrase for you is habit stacking. Say that with me with intent. Habit stacking. Say it again. Okay, now tell me what you think this phrase could mean in relation to establishing habits. Well, to explain habit stacking, I want you to first tell me what are the steps in your daily routine once you wake up. Most of us, I know, are heading into the bathroom to make a visit. So tell me what happens for you at the first few things you do. Go ahead, with intent. Well, you may wake up, head to the bathroom, brush your teeth, fluff up, get dressed, and then make your way into the kitchen, fix a cup of coffee and look at your calendar to see what's on the agenda for today. Most of us do a similar routine every morning. So if that coffee, for instance, always happens, rather than setting a time to practice, you could insert the new habit of your speak out exercises right after that cup of coffee. So that way it's going to happen every morning because you have to have that cup of coffee. So habit stacking literally means stacking habits, a new habit into an existing habit. By following that strategy, it may help you establish this habit and some other healthy habits. Now, do you have a healthy habit you want to share with us? If so, drop it in the chat. I will share one with you. We know we have to be well hydrated. So meet my 40-ounce pink Stanley. I confess I do not love water, but I know I have to drink it. So I have a habit that on my way in to the clinic every morning, I must drink those 40 ounces of water. And so upon arrival, when I have done so, and I promise you I do it every day, I then reward myself with a lovely cup of hot tea. Hydration is a must, and here's a fun fact that I find rather annoying, but let me just share it. As we age, we lose our sense of thirst. Did you know that? So that is why it's really important to track your water intake. So that's how I do mine. Okay, now let's move on to our Dr. Boone's nonsense words. These are so important to exercise the back part of your tongue. That part of your tongue holds liquids in your mouth for you until you intend to swallow. So let's get it stronger. Say each of these nonsense words with intent, with a special intent on those red and underlined syllables. Gu la gung ga ga. Again. Gu la gung ga ga. Next line. Ku ka mung gu ka. Again. Ku ka mung gu ka. Gungla. Gungla. Kukla. Kukla. Great job. Now Dr. Boone's words are done. You know what comes next. Did you hear that bell? It's time for our bonus reading. This is extra practice. We will read it through once with intent, and then guess what? We're going to read it again with even more intent. Notice those highlighted words, giving them extra intent. And don't trail off. The ultimate form of intrinsic motivation is when a habit becomes part of your identity. It's one thing to say, I'm the type of person who wants this. It's something very different to say, I'm the type of person who is this. Can you use even more intent on this second read? Let's do it. The ultimate form of intrinsic motivation is when a habit becomes a part of your identity. It's one thing to say, I'm the type of person who wants this. It's something very different to say, I'm the type of person who is this. I want to thank you for practicing with me today. I am so impressed with you. Keep coming back and now speak rest of the day with intent. Bye-bye.